Good morning, Halston. You're an asshole, Halston. Halston, you're a genius. You're out of control, Halston. From somewhere midway through episode 3 until the series conclusion at the end of episode 5, I counted 114 Halstons, plus 3 times someone called him H to shake things up. There's a generous way to read this absurd proliferation. As it's told here, the Halston story is entirely about the name. Portrayed by Ewan McGregor, Halston is a man so desperate to turn himself into a legend that he trades away his name too freely. He wanted Halston to be a bespoke, rarefied brand, but fear and carelessness turned the name into ubiquitous department store fodder. Once it was on everything, the Halston name meant nothing. Brand dilution is the story's chief tragedy, which is really saying something, given that its subject dies of AIDS. From that vantage point, the inescapable drumbeat of Halston, Halston, Halston in the dialogue could be read as a purposeful reenactment of the exact trap that caught Halston himself. The word becomes empty because it is omnipresent. By my count, the last 2 episodes average 1 Halston per minute. The less charitable reading is that the writing in Halston is simply lazy. That certainly seems like the case on the level of dialogue. Characters are perpetually issuing blunt, expositional proclamations to tell the viewer how to feel at each new stage. There's no need to wonder if the company is doing well, and there's definitely no need to communicate that through subtle, uneasy changes in tone. Someone will always arrive to say, Halston, the company is not doing well. Likewise, in case you're ever unsure about whether Halston is happy, the odds are pretty good that he'll slam open a door and yell, I'm Halston. I'm supposed to be happy but I'm not. The writing is no more impressive structurally, either. The first episode opens with an abrupt punch of flashback, like being socked in the stomach by knuckles tattooed with tragic backstory, a dreary Midwestern farmhouse, a sad child, Halston, naturally, a yelling father, the gift of a handmade feathered hat to cheer up his mom. There's nothing particular about any of this flashback material, it is as smoothly featureless as a dressmaker's model. And yet it is also the only real exploration of Halston's inner life. Every time the series needs to refer back to some pain that drives Halston's ambition, it's to this sketchy caricature of an unhappy childhood. Sometimes his sadness is also because he's a semi-closeted gay man, but Halston's no more nuanced on that front, either. There's a scene in episode 3 where Halston sits down with a perfumer to develop the wildly successful Halston perfume, and she asks him to bring in scents that are meaningful to him. He selects orchids, tobacco, and his lover's jockstrap. It is among the best scenes in the series.